My mum was born in Western Australia in Northam 1916. She was born into a very lovely family, a cultured family. Mum was 91 when Dad died, and she was on her own in their apartment at Port Macquarie. Now it was around 93, 94. We brought her down here to the Gosford area. I took her around to various aged care places like this one, and we said, "Mum, what do you think? Do you think you could, what do you think about living some?" She said, when I'm old, not yet, when I'm old. And we just thought that was terrific. So she kept on going for quite a few years. She started having a few little things where she'd forget things and a few confusion things, and there was help coming in to look after her and clean her apartment. And when Mum was 97, they said to me, "Have you found a place for your mother yet?" And we go, oh, okay, we better do something about it. So we came down here. I think we had a look around, and we really liked Presbyterian Aged Care here. We thought it was lovely. She enjoyed the social participation because where she was in Port Macquarie, her social life had really just gone down to nothing because most of her friends had passed away. She was isolated. What was so lovely with the activities upstairs, the activities officer, she said, "Barbara, we need you up here." And she'd join in and be up there, and it was a big improvement in a lot of ways. Mum she'd done painting and she was a great reader, so I thought, it'd be good if she could get some painting happening again. So I started just sitting with her and doing some watercolours with her. And it grew from that, and so I started doing a lot more with a small group. Then we did a whole series of canvases, and we've hung those up on one of the walls leading up to the dining room. So for Mum that was lovely, and for a lot of other people, because they'd walk along to dinner and go, "Oh yes, I helped paint that one, oh, I helped paint that one." As she got on further down the track, she needed more help with showering and washing her hair and so forth. The mental decline was happening, and there was anxiety often in the afternoon. Eventually she had a few trips to hospital. She went in, she must have had a bit of heart failure, and she was in Gosford Hospital for a little while. And then when she came back from Gosford Hospital, the staff said, "Look, she needs to be in palliative care now, it's changed."
When someone enters the palliative care stage of their life, Presbyterian Aged Care's approach is to ensure that that person is comfortable. We look at the whole person and plan their care around 4 essential elements, and they are not just the physical needs of the person, but also their spiritual, their social, and their emotional needs.
Physically, she'd just weakened. She wasn't able to really move very much at all. And 2 beautiful ladies looked after her pretty much most of the time. And I think she was quite happy with those ladies looking after her. She liked the professionals to be taking care of that personal stuff. She didn't want her kids to be involved in any of that. I couldn't find any staff member that didn't have just a really beautiful attitude towards my mum, my family, myself.
It's not just caring for the person, but it's also caring for the family, and they're grieving and recognising in that their relationship with the person.
While Mum was in probably that 6 to 8 weeks of palliative care, the caring staff got onto me a lot, keeping me informed and up to date with everything that was happening, because there are lots of changes along the way. And one of those changes was Mum's fear of being touched, not wanting to be touched. And our advice to the caring staff was, look, just keep her comfortable. And so we talked together about her needing some special clothing, and we were able to get that. And I felt a lot of confidence in the staff here in terms of that. I felt that we were on the same wavelengths. The Saturday was the last time I saw her. And I said, "Mum, how are you feeling?" And she said, "I feel wonderful." And as I walked out, I said to my husband, I said, "Well, if that's the last time I see Mum, I'll feel okay." They rang me, I think, Wednesday morning. She died during that night. The women who cared for her, they loved her. And that was wonderful. It felt really good.